Shuddha Bhakta Charanarena Bhajana Kura. The dust from the lotus feet of pure devotees is conducive for Haribhajan. Service to the Vaishnavas generates supreme perfection, and the root of the tender kripa of transcendental love. I observe holy days of Ekadashi and Janmashtami with great care, for they are the mother of devotion. Krishna stays in these dittis. Everyone know what is dittis? Nobody knows. The day is divided in many dittis. It's around 20 minutes and it's varied. So this is dittis is a very auspicious time, like Ekadashi for spiritual life. It is calculated after the dittis. So by honoring them, we can easily achieve Him. By deeply respecting Krishna's pastime places, I will receive their blessings. I will visit in the company of beloved devotees all those places where Lord Govinda traveled for pastime. Vidanga Vadya Sunita Manavas Astada Yaji. My mind always hankers after the opportunity to hear the music of the Vidanga. Hearing of the Kirtan as obtained by Lord Gaurachandra makes my heart dance in ecstasy. So beholding the daily forms of the divine couple Shri Radha Krishna, I feel highest bliss. Accepting the Lord's prasadam helps me to conquer all worldly illusions. Oh, how powerful prasad is. Accepting the Lord's prasadam, not enjoying service we have to do. He has tasted prasad, the Lord, and he should accepting this prasad. So it helps me to conquer all worldly illusions. Whenever I see the worship and service of Lord Krishna in my home, I feel it as if I am in Goloka Vrindavan. Seeing Ganga, the river of nectar emanating from the lotus feet of the Lord, my happiness knows no bounds. The very sight of the holy Tulasi tree soothes my soul, for this tree gives pleasure to Lord Krishna. Eating shak means spinach, different kind of spinaches, which is favorite of Lord Chaitanya. I consider my life to be successful. So everything that is suitable for the service of Sri Krishna, Bhaktivinoda obtains them and accepts every day with most delight. This is the translation of this song we heard just now. they should hear Amritavani. Feeling it's too tough, but it is medicine. In the beginning, when we have to take this medicine, it tastes bitter. But when medicine is going to show the effect that we are getting healthy again, then this medicine becomes like honey, it becomes like sweet, and we always want to take this. So Srila Prabhupada is very expert in this. What is the mentality of a fruity worker? I don't know. We stopped here? Yeah, I think so. And an altruistic fruity worker wants to save the shoes and shirt of the drowning man. Someone who falls in the river. A fruity worker wants to save the shoes and shirt of a drowning man. In the religion of the Western countries, to go good for the external dress of a human being is considered laudable. Many people consider welfare to mean taking care of a person's clothing. Two bodies cover the spirit soul. A gross body made of the 5 material elements, Bhumi, Apo, Nalu, earth, water, fire, air, ether, is covering the soul. And the second, a gross body, 5 material elements, and the subtle body made of mind, intelligence, and false ego. False ego means that I identify with the covering, with the clothes, or with the external dress, or the subtle dress, like mind, intelligence, and false ego, ahankara. So most people consider offering service to those two temporary bodies the best form of welfare work. So they think something, most people considering offering service to those two temporary bodies, the best form of welfare work. This is like the caring only for the external comfort and the mental comfort, perhaps. Therefore, one of our German devotees said, if a man is drowning, let him drown. If a person is being degraded, let him be degraded. But the so-called altruistic, fully workers consider that to save the shoes and shirts of such drowning or degraded people is real welfare activity. Srila Prabhupada says, how sad this is. You concentrate on hearing, not looking. What is anatta? That which is not atta means which is devoid of spiritual significance. It's called anatta. material enjoyment, desire for religiosity, economic development, sense gratification, liberation, and the desire for wealth. Women and fame are anarthas. When one chants the holy name of Hari, all anarthas are destroyed. Anartha in this context refers to desire for sense gratification. Desire for sense gratification is the principal impediment of the devotional part. Material desires interrupt one's attempt to constantly remember the Lord and direct one's attention to things unrelated to Krishna. This is anartha. Why we are unable to maintain faith in transcendental objects? The most sinful cannot maintain faith in transcendental objects. Hearts that are contaminated with sinful reactions cannot repose faith in pure spiritual objects. Therefore, both the Mahabharata and the Skanda Puran state, Mahaprasadi Govinda Nam Vamani Vaishnave Svarvunna Vadamatan Vishwasani Vachayade. Is he watching here?
No, he's trying to hear. I think his hearing is not so good.
Yes?
Yeah.
Persons who are not very highly elevated in pious activities cannot believe in the remnants of food, prasadam, of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, or in Govinda, the holy name of the Lord, nor in the Vaishnavas. At present we have lost faith in these four spiritual objects, and we have therefore been swallowed by various anarthas, Mahaprasadam. Govinda, the holy name, and the spiritual master are all non-different from Lord Vishnu. But since we have come in contact with this material world, we have lost faith in that truth. The word Maya means that which is not, or that which one can measure. So whatever we can measure by length or by height or any bit of measurement, it is called Maya. These four items cannot be measured. Sri Govinda is the self-effulgent absolute truth. We do not need another light to help us see him. What Govinda means, protector of the cows. The transcendental personality, Govinda, is not a concoction of the human mind. No one has imagined or created Sri Govinda. He is a supreme transcendental absolute truth and is beyond the reach of material perception. The spiritual master, the highest benefactor, the giver of transcendental knowledge, and the king of Vaishnavas, reveals to us this most confidential understanding about Sri Govinda. Sri Govinda is the personification of unalloyed supreme bliss. that which temporarily appears as truth, according to our mundane knowledge, is only apparent truth, local truth. It cannot be positive or absolute truth. Nothing has ever existed before Sri Govinda. This material world has been created for those who are averse to serving him. So we are here in this material world because we do not want to serve Govinda. Krishna. This is because of this it is created for us. So who is not eager for the Lord's service? Those hearts hanker for objects other than service to lotus feet of Krishna are not praiseworthy. They suffer from the poisonous fruit of their own misfortune. Those less intelligent people who are not yet qualified to attain perfection do not become eager to serve the Lord. Rather, they become attached to sense enjoyment and thus increase their attachment for material existence. Do not bother with such people. Swakarma Balabuk Puman. Every living entity must enjoy the fruits of their own karma. So what is karma? Work done for one's own happiness, and the happiness of others is called karma. So something when I'm helping others in their material enjoyment or life, that this is not creating karma, but it is creating karma. There is nothing about trying to please Krishna in the performance of karma. So the goal of karma is to search after one's own happiness and the happiness of others, whereas searching for Krishna's pleasure is called bhakti or devotional service. This material world is the field of karma for ordinary people. But for the devotees, the material world is a place in which to cultivate devotional service. Whatever is performed in this world with the prideful thought, I am the doer, is called karma. Whereas whatever is done for the Lord's pleasure, induced by the Lord with the idea, I am Krishna's servant, is called devotional service. Is there anything to add or to comment or question on these topics? Yes?
You just read that if we help the people outside, so it also creates karma.
Sorry?
When we are helping the people,
Yeah.
it also creates karma.
Yes.
But does it mean if we help somebody and then we offer this to Krishna, so it will not create karma?
You help someone to enjoy or to... It cannot, because also even if you help, Hare Krishna, even if you help them, it is not done for pleasing the Lord. They want to please the or we're going for a name, fame, profit, enjoyment. We want something in return. But the devotional service, bhakti, means we have no desire to please the Lord and that He may give me for this my enjoyment. It is only done for the enjoyment of the Supreme Lord. This is pure devotion. So there's mixed, that's because it is also said, religiosity and karma, what is dharma, artha, karma, moksha. So first dharma, religious, but our religiosity means we just want to pray to the Lord that He gives me sense, enjoyment, that I am happy, for my happiness. So we worship Dharma, Artha, then Artha is we engage ourselves in activities in this material world, building something up. And karma means then the next step is we want to enjoy the fruits of this world, what we have got. And after we realizing it is very hard to enjoy, we want moksha. We want to get out of this laws of this material world. Every action has a reaction. So this is Dhamma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Moksha means become liberated. We want nothing have to do with this world. So but this is the beginning of spiritual life. This is just the plane where we come to a neutral state. It's just like a deep sleep without dream, it is mentioned or said in the Shastra and from the Guru. So we become one with everything. But it's a neutral state. You are always in danger. Something appears to you from the material, or remember something, you may again fall down back in the material plane. That's because we should not, because we have to understand one thing, very important. Yeah, of course, when we see that someone is drowning in the water, that we jump and try to help him. This does not mean that we are just looking, okay, it's your karma, my dear. we try to help, but give him a chance. In this way, our mentality should be, you may go on and get one opportunity more to wake up. Otherwise, and this is said in the beginning here, I don't find this point now. Whatever happened, whatever, we cannot change it. You know, by example, the fighting in Ukraine, or the starving in other countries, or so many problems are there. So we are not engaged to mix ourselves in harmonize these things, because everybody has got his karma, means got his reaction of his past activities, and we cannot change these things if he not himself wants to change. If he has the desire to become devotee or surrender, then he can change it. But we cannot. We can inspire him, yes. You try to get out from this. But we cannot change the karma of someone who is got this according to his past activities. That's because we are not trying to help in a physical way. Even mentally, you see, we have examples. We cannot help those who are. We have to tolerate. We have to see. We have to accept. It will come by the result, or this is a result of his past activities. And we can just tolerate the situations, and we can learn from this. We, as a devotee, should know how to get out, become free of karma. And this is the conclusion, Bhagavad Gita. Savadamam Bharityaja Mamikam Sharanam Vaja Hamdam Savabhopi Vyo Mokshisham Vasuja. Just surrender unto me, he says, after he spoke whole Bhagavad Gita. Then all these yogas I described in the former states, karma, jnana, and all the different kind of yogas, he said, give it up. It is all fruitive. It is all for my enjoyment. I am doing this. Surrender, just surrender unto me. I will free you from all your past karma. This is the way how we can get again take our position in the spiritual plane. Nobody can change. It's only I can, if I decide, yes, I wanted to come here in this material world because I decided. So if I want to go back, I also have to decide. So it's very logical, not? I get what I want. So Even we are hearing this, but we are free to decide what I want. No, this is not what I think. It is much better way. I know what is enjoyment in this world. Yes. But our duty is to say, what is the how to get out of this. And according to our past life, we will accept to a certain level, and we will have the chance to get clear, to understand how this world is working. Anything more to say? I don't know if I could. Jai Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Jai Srila Gurudev Nitya Leela Bhavishtam Vishnupada Paramahamsa Vikacharya Ashtota Sadhu Shishimati Bhakti Vaibhav Puri Goswami Maharaj ki jai. Nitai Gaura Premananti Anta Kalpatarubhyassa Kripa Sindhu Bheva Jnana Bhavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo Namaha. This